We're like the worker bee. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's how I talk. Very discreet.
Coming. Okay. Hi, everybody. Let me open up my pop. Okay, to get this countdown off, open up chat. Hi, everyone. Welcome to WCIA Network. Okay, let's see. I'm going to open up chat, and you all let me know if, in fact, it should go to members only chat, depending on how everyone behaves, right? Yeah, it has to be nice and respectful. Or I will just go to members only open chat room. Let's see here. Opening it up. Okay. Welcome, welcome. If you haven't subscribed on your way in, please do. And for those of you that have subscribed, welcome back. Thank you for being a supporter here at WCIA Network. Hi, Donna, Muffin Top, Gail, hi. Oh, look at this. Really. Look at you guys are all on time. I was able to give a time. Sorry about yesterday. Hi, Moon Baby. Jessica. My members. Welcome WCA Network. Thumbs up on your way in. And if you like what you see, love for you to become a member. Okay. So I'm going to back up to last time we all spoke. Let me close this down here. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm going to look at chat in a little bit. Sorry about yesterday. I couldn't go on yesterday. There was a lot of information floating around, and I felt as if today was a better day. I wanted to let some things play out, and I think that it was a really good idea to do so. Yesterday, if anyone has not heard, they did have a discrepancy of a few hours for the Summer Wells missing child case. They're all discussing how she may have gone missing or was last seen between 3 and 3:30. Now, when I heard that between 3 and 3:30, for those of you who have listened to all my videos and have really listened to my clairvoyance and my channeling, it was just maybe a month back where I told you I heard a child scream, and then I heard it again, and it was like a child scream in my house while I was sleeping around 3:15. My husband heard it too, so yes, we all heard it, right, in my household. And I said on a live, I'm like, I wonder if that was Summer Wells. I wonder if that was Summer Wells' scream that I heard. And I told you the whole story about it. I said, I wonder if that was actually her scream around 3:15. Because when we looked at our clock when that happened, it was 3:11. And I have that on one of my videos. If you go back there and you listen, you will hear me say that. And just an interesting tidbit. Some other people have recognized it and have definitely mentioned it for me, and have mentioned our channel along with it. First, the scream was further away, and it was like a hand was over the mouth, and throughout the vision, I envisioned it was like down my hallway, down a hallway, and I could hear it, but not really see it. And then it happened again. My husband heard it both times. It was the same time. And that's why I'm like, I wonder if that's Summer Wells. And it was closer. It was way closer. Like the screen first started further away. And then instead of it going away farther, it came closer. Anyways, that was interesting. So today we have a very large, what we do here, you guys, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It's all for the sake of the missing children. Everything I do here and say here and present and talk about and mention is all for the missing children, which I categorize as the Summer Moon Wells missing children's cases. Summer Moon Wells missing children cases. They all, any case that I mention carries at least 5 to 7 of my main elements. They cannot actually be categorized under Summer Wells missing children until I actually see that those pop out really, really nicely and really easily. The update from Arden Pepien's case is she definitely, to me, is an extreme connection to Summer Moon Wells, an extremely close connection to not just Summer Moon Wells, but the Summer Moon Wells missing children. But there is a connection, I believe, directly to Summer Moon, and I believe directly to Michael Vaughn. I'm going to show you. Now, interestingly enough, it's funny, the mother, when someone asks you to take everything down, to take everything down and don't mention her daughter, don't talk about her daughter, we all know that that's a super strange thing to do. I'm not taking anything down. I'm not taking shit down. It's all here for the Summer Wells missing children. It's not all about Arden Pepien. She just happens to be a case that's going to give me a lot of information, a boatload of information they gave. The mother basically told a story that falls within all of the elements of what I have been collecting for a year. So, I know the story was the story, right? And it's not coming down. She happened to have told me that the authorities all came to her house. She was not happy. She was really pissed off, and I wound up hanging the phone up. So the authorities are doing their thing. Obviously, I'm not going to be told exactly what they're doing, but there is movement. And if you all think that Blackfeet, her area of where she lives is untouchable, you're wrong. It's being touched, and it's touchable. Because when you bring cases to one area that happen to be within different multiple states, it becomes an issue with the FBI. So it becomes more national than it does just within that little area. And it was completely exploited and explained on my channel what happened. So anyways, we're going to get into this, and I'm going to be showing you my elements and basically matching them up to the mother's voice. I don't think I'm going to play her voice again. I don't need to. You could always go back to it, but I will quote it. They did try to bully me. They tried leaving messages. They tried, but I know that I'm sitting in my truth. I know that what I say here is really going to help find the missing children, and that's all I'm doing. I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm being respectful to the people that basically are the guilty. That's not my job here. My job is to tell the story of these children, the children's story. So anyone that actually tells me to stop telling the story, there's a problem with that person, right? There's a problem with that person. Or anyone that comes in here and is disrespectful and they're going to, fill their own cup with being rude. There's a problem. There's a problem with you guys, where you're sitting in a place of fear. So I would suggest just taking a look at that. All right. What you're looking at here is where I'm starting. Months back, you guys could look at my videos. I think the front cover is basically her father, who is still alive. And the father is covered in this number 3, and she's in the arms of her father, and she's just loaded in these elements. And I'm like, he's got the number 3. That's how I came up with, he was named number 3. I have been really curious to get the photos that are within her investigation of the case. Well, I'm actually starting my live out with a jaw dropper. I put it right out there, as you see it right up front, because I think it's important to get your attention up front, for those that kind of jump in here and are looking to really voice your opinion and get all pissy. Well, to start out with a photo like this is a really good way to start, because this here shows, it's under the title New Clues to the Killer, Chilling Ramsey Murder Video Unearthed. This video was back in 2016. Now, this is really the mesh. This is really on her bed. It's in a video. So, knowing that this is actually, and I already have her as one of the Summerwell's missing children, right? Knowing that this is actually in a video showing that this was at her crime scene. This whole thing with the heart, the big heart, I'm gonna hone into the smaller hearts. This was actually there, and I believe they said I don't know if they found this on a table. I actually think they said it. I actually think they may have said the dining room table, and there were grapefruits. I don't know. It was just really strange. It was really strange information. But I thought that we got the super close photos through Arbana. Like, we got great close photos of this. Now what I'm going to do here is take her close photos and show you how they actually match up perfectly to what's going on Montana's property. So this you could see very crystal clear, you guys. And what is curious to me is I did send in information to the authorities that take care of this months and months ago. To me, this is a very, very large piece of evidence. And then if you go back here, if you look on her, I'm going to take the her name off. I'm going to show you how this has this has the markings. This was a 3 and a 5 back then. I think that Don worked with him as number 5. Let me show you what's on the wood, and it's in carved. You can't see it because I covered it up. But here, this is the 5 and the 3. Like, that is the logo that I have been presenting throughout the case. And it's kind of just stuck right there on the wall. You could see it. So really, really hone in and understand that these are real elements. These are real, these are true. And she is one of the Summerwell's missing children's cases. Now, when I speak here, I'm speaking through my own philosophy. It's entertainment purposes only. I speak through the spirit speaks to me. I just speak it and spit it out as if it's true. And let me tell you something. Everything I say here, nothing's been proven true. So until they're proven guilty, no one's guilty until the court says so. I just speak whatever comes through me. And it comes through as if it's definite. But I'm never definite on anything I say until the authorities tell me I was definite on something I said. So, you know, that's how I do it here. And I look at pictures like this and I get a story. And my story is she was covered in this. Just like these photos. There is no difference between this mesh. Whoops. Let me get the mesh. Between this mesh and what's hanging on this girl. Now, this photo comes from the Beeston Bunch. I have files upon files of all of them over there, the whole 3 families. I don't know if it's 3 or 4 of them. And there is no difference between what is hanging on her and what was in the RAMSEY case in the room or on the table. The only difference is they couldn't finish the job. Something, I don't know, something happened where they couldn't finish it. And they just couldn't finish it. Here, I'm showing you how my elements are getting closer and closer. And, you know, in the beginning when I select elements, I'm told to select elements. So months and months and months and months ago, when I selected things 10 months ago, I'm like, this is going to be an element. I'm honing in on this. I really didn't have any other reason why, right? Now I see why I was kind of directed and guided towards these, because they're the most significant and the most pronounced and repeated elements in the Summer Wells Missing Children. Summer Wells has them all very clear. She shows them very crystal clear in her videos, but they covered it with so much noise and deep fake and cover up and deep fake, deep layers and layers and layers, that by the time we got to the truth of the photo, it was so pixelated and unfocused and blurry and foggy. Now when I go back to the ones that I didn't touch, it's coming through naturally. Their videos are naturally falling apart and the truth is coming through. So when I see something like that in Arden Peppian's photos, I know that that matches everything that I have been seeing, especially when they're digging through the sand for it and they're in the water picking this stuff out, right? They're picking this stuff out because when you look at what's in the water with Summer, wait, let me grab this. The items are becoming clearer and they're becoming more understandable to my audience. They are going to wind up, to me, solving the case as far as the story, right? I'm not here to, whoops, what the heck just happened? No, close, cancel. I'm not here to find the guilty, not guilty. I'm here to tell the children's story, and I'm going to believe I'm very successful at it. My guides I've learned through Summer Moon Wells has really taught me my life journey and my life purpose. She introduced me to my life purpose. And everything I do here is specifically for the Summer Wells Missing Children. What you're looking at is exactly what was in the water in Montana. There's no difference. There's no difference when you see these nutty pictures from Tim Mullen's video of these creatures all covered in white mesh. It's just what it is. Tim Mullen has all the same elements. This is the same situation. What you see here is all for the exact same purpose, and they're doing the same thing. The only difference is they're three different people. I believe the one in the down in the right-hand corner is Summer, but I don't believe the other two are. And if you look very carefully, she's the middle one where it says Summer Wells. She's in a cylinder. She's in a cylinder, or she's in a trunk, a tree trunk, or she's in something, but there's something around her. There's something around her. So, as much as these people are trying to confuse us and put deep fake over and really try to not have us see this horrific truth, the truth prevails, and I'm seeing the elements, and I'm going to keep showing them. Again, I'm showing you a picture. There's no difference. What you saw on the swing, which turns into those photos, is no different than the white mesh that we see on the bed or whatever that is, table in the Ramsey case. They're the same. And when I say same, they're doing the same. It's the same material, that whatever they're doing with this material, whatever they are doing with this material is for the same purpose. See, this here has the big heart in the middle. This here is what happens to the swing video of each and every person on that swing video. This is what they wind up looking like, and this is what they try to cover up. I didn't touch this. These are photos in my Google Doc that are just, they're maturing and they're changing. And anyone that's been following this Summer Wells missing children's cases, I'm begging you to go look back at your stuff. Instead of discussing things that aren't going to make a difference, like literally make a difference, go back and look at this stuff. Your videos are going to look just like this. This is what they're going to look like. So, again, this is Arden, and I said I believe that this is the waterfront that they're using. Now, I picked this picture out the other day to show you that she's sitting next to something, and that's what she's sitting next to is of importance, right? This is all the same stuff. What you see in that water there is the same as what's on the bed. It's the white meshy stuff we're looking for. It's a white meshy stuff. So this here is what comes in. This is what's coming down the water. And it has all the same elements. It has the three hearts, the big one, then small one. And it's got like some face in the front. And this here is how we see summer moon. Let me show you. There's no difference between that and this, other than summer's still there with it. This is the only difference. I do believe that's a tree trunk. I do believe those are twigs. I do believe Summer went through this. And this is really what they were showing me. This is the truth. And something floats away in the river. floats away in the water. And it goes. And it goes. This is the same thing. That's the big heart. This is why I full-heartedly believe that Summer Moon Wells wound up on this property. What that lady, what's my next picture? What that lady, let me turn that thing over, is looking at, that's a very big importance to her. Whatever she's staring at, right? Wait, let me grab it where it's right side up. Okay. So this is all mesh with all of these hearts in it, coming down the water. This is all the same stuff. Now, if you look, there's like a stick in there. And I mentioned this before, but this head looks just like Paw Patrol. And when you get closer to it, look at whoever, I want you to recognize that there's a gun pointing at it. I want you to recognize that there's a gun pointing at it. Look, see that gun? Now, I think that this is Paw Patrol, and I think that that is actually connected to whatever that is. And this wound up over in their water. Look at the gun. Like, why would a gun be pointed to this thing? And that actually, there's like other things in there, right? I'm going to show you. This is so, to me, Summer Moon Wells. I can't even explain how that's so Summer Moon Wells to me. This whole situation to me is summer. This whole situation right here to me is summer. There's a 5 on that piece of rock. And I think that this head is on there. I think that this is all one thing. I think that this is all one story. I think this is all one story. And you could see the number 5. See the middle one? Let me try to crop it a little bit more. Wait. All right, I'll show you the dark part. It's they have these codes of numbers, and obviously I know they're there, but we don't know what they're all for. But things are pretty much marked up like that. Summer went missing supposedly June 15th. So here's Summer and here's Michael Vaughn. I put this to the side in there. It's hard to find. They have a picture. They have a poster of Michael Vaughn with that blue thing in the horse. And then they have most of the rest of the pictures without it. I put that to the side because I thought it looked like the twisted same body on a horse that I saw in other children's cases. So I put it to the side. And then when I saw this, I'm like, that matches the bottom part. So this, to me, the bottom is a horse head. Is a horse head, and the top is I'm gonna ask you guys. The top is Paw Patrol. Let me see if I have a better picture, and I'm gonna ask you guys. Ooh, that's next. Do you guys see the horse on the bottom and then the Paw Patrol on top? Let's see. Do you see Paw Patrol on top? Horse on bottom. All right, I want to know if you guys see this, because I see the horse on the bottom. Maybe, you know what I'll do is let me blow it up. Let me bring it to you guys and show you the horse before you guess. Let me have to turn it over to turn it right side up. Oh, that's interesting. The top is it now shows the 5. The 5 is with the horse. Oh, I'll take out the dark part too. So the interestingly enough, the horse, edit, copy. All right, wait. And then you see the horse here with the number 5. So there's one thing on one side and something on the other. Pretty close. See, the number 5 is now there by the horse head. And then there's a 5 on the bottom upside down by the Paw Patrol. So there's like 2 5s in there. Yeah, there's 2 5s in there. I'm going to show you the other 5. And the other 5 is actually under the horse. I'm going to get smaller for you. It's going to get pretty pixelated, but crap. This is the other 5. That's so pixelated, but that's it. Let's see what you guys say. Yeah, pretty close. Yes and no, pretty close. Okay, so I'm showing you, now that I'm focusing in on this element, I'm showing you all the things that were missed. And I've had Kaylee Anthony has been on my list since the beginning. And the reason I went back to her is because when I heard Arbana say a little teeny white picket fence they put around her daughter's thing, I'm like, a little white picket fence. I know I've seen that. I kind of know what you're talking about. So I went back to the cases that I put to the side, and Kaylee Anthony being one of them. Like, I kind of remember that white picket fence. I'm like, so I pulled it over, and then I saw the hearts. And I really, wait, I'm going to show you the picket fence all the way. Wait. So this is going to give you guys a good indication to what I mean by Summerwell's missing children. These are all Summerwell's stories. This is the white picket fence. And all the way in the back by the tree are her hearts connected to the trees. That is her location that people probably have things. So Kaylee Anthony has all those same sticks with the hearts, and it's on the tree. Let me brighten this up. 1 second. And truthfully, no one's really noticed, because why would they? Like, why would they notice this? If you're not looking for it, you guys, you're not going to notice it. It's just what it is. No one's going to notice these things in the tree unless you watch my channel. This here, crop, copy. Okay, here. This here, this is Kaylee Anthony's place that they worship. It's all right there. It's all there. Let me see. Let me find the photo and I could circle it. Let me circle it for you guys. Hold tight. Okay. All right, I'm going to circle it here. Okay. First, I circled the hearts on the stick. And then okay. I hope this helps. Wait, I'm going to grab the photo real fast. I don't know if it will. Okay. Tell me if this helps. So all the way back there in the trees are the sticks with the hearts. You guys have been watching these sticks with the hearts, so we all know they're there. And then there's her big red heart on the bottom, and then the silver, whatever that is. It's all there. It's all right there. Do you guys see that? Now, again, it's a lot to do with the mom, and that same stick with the hearts, this is all the same. It's all the same. Here's Amber Hagerman. As you guys know, she's part of my Summerwell's Missing Children. She is the one that Amber Alert is named after. I introduced her to you guys earlier. I have a video on her. But I'm going to show you how in the beginning, when we first looked at the heads and all the things that are on their heads and looked kind of funny. But watch all of these children that are all these kids that you're about to look at, moving from the hearts to the things on the head. In the beginning, when I first showed it, it was like, well, I don't see it, I don't see it, I don't see it, it's not there, it's not there. To you guys, to me, it was just frustrating because I did see it, right? Like, here, wait, let me go back to Amber real fast. I'm going to crop it because I went too fast with this. I want you to notice on Amber. Now this mother obviously knows what happened because this is what's on, that's what's on her head. It's connected just like the other kids. Just like the other kids. Evelyn Boswell, I have a video on her. Now, as the information gets clearer as time goes by, and unfortunately as time goes by, there's a lot more kids that this happens to because the authorities aren't stopping them. But this is Evelyn Boswell. You could see it goes down through her neck and it's connected to her head, just like I showed you Arden Papillon, and I'll show you all the rest of the kids. That's what is attached. Now, I have been showing this, but I think the exposure to this story and the exposure to the elements, as more people look at the photos and kind of play around with them, I think that the truth starts to pour through. So the truth is coming through as needed. The truth's coming through in time, in the time frame that it's supposed to. See, this is what's on the bottom of her neck. It's that white thing around her neck. And with this on her head. It's right there. It's the same story. This is the Summerwell's Missing Children story. Same thing as you see here with Arden Papillon. Whoops, no, I don't want that one. Wait, I want to show you a close-up again of this one. Wait. And show you how there's no difference between Arden's, and I'll show you all the other ones too, between Arden's and Boswell. Did you see what's happening here, you guys? And she too has a white thing coming down her neck. And this is the part that one day the authorities were like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You see the hearts, you see everything coming right out of Arden's head. It's right there. It's the same stuff that Summer Moon Wells is wrapped in. It's the same stuff that Summer Moon Wells was wrapped in. Let me show you how Arden's happens to be the most vivid out of all the kids. Her mom came forth, you know, and that's because she told the truth. She told the truth of the story. She helped tell the story of the Summerwell's missing children. That is pretty loud and clear between the father and the daughter. Now, we don't care if it's there, someone put it there, someone defaked it, it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. All I know is it's in all of the cases of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. That's what we know. That's what we know. Harmony Montgomery, same thing. Harmony's pictures are actually getting really super loud. The white stuff around her neck is really growing. Harmony Montgomery went through the same story, you guys. I mean, she has the same information around her head as all the other kids. Michael Vaughn. Anytime his head is against his mom, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. You can't hide it anymore. It just doesn't belong in these photos. This vein thing going in the kid's head doesn't belong in the photos. And this is Michael Vaughn. Doesn't belong there. And this is another, whatever goes around the ear. I showed you this earlier on in one of Tim Mullen's videos. They all had this on their ears, and someone's like, oh my God, that's ear. Those are hearing aids, you dumbass. Like, okay, really, I'm not here to show hearing aid. I know what these are. This isn't a hearing aid. It's not a hearing aid. The Beeston Bunch has a lot of photos like this, a tremendous amount. Most of their photos seem to be towards the end of the process. Their photos seem to have a lot of the mesh like towards the end of the process. And I stick to that, and I said that earlier on that it was towards the end of the process. This is Julia Potter. I don't know if this is the Julia that Summer is speaking to over on the other side, but Julia comes through, and Julia also has many photos like this. She consistently has these bones stuck to her body as well. I forgot the name of this little girl. I got her off of one of the farmer locations, and this is on top of her head. Does anyone recognize the name of this little girl? I can't recall. Serenity McKinney. This is the same kind of a photo that Summer Moon has of just her head, but Summer has a red dress around her. This poor little girl, this is what's surrounding her head. Timothy Pitson. I just grabbed one of many photos. This to me was the easiest one to see and the fastest one to grab. Lena has many pictures. I have a whole video on her. You guys should watch her videos. I have a lot of information. Trying to understand the Summer Moon Wells missing children's cases, I know that there are certain pictures that are really, really showing the story, even though we don't understand the story. So I know, in fact, that this picture of Summer in the poster is the truth. A truth to whatever she has gone through in this process. We all know that's what we're trying to understand here, and we're trying to grasp it so we get the story. The little girl that shows up in the Beeston Bunch, and usually their pictures are also, they're done at the beach water. They're always at the beach when this stuff happens. So they're part of the end game. Summer Moon's photo is really one of those pictures that I use as a billboard. So when I see this little girl's head in the same kind of contraction, I know to pay attention. Her neck is in the same thing as Summer. So I'm all over these guys like fly on shit. Each one of their videos, I just all I do is grab the information, because no one's going to bother them until this is busted open. No one's going to do anything about it because I think that they must be protected. But when a child shows up in their video, this is their father, when a child shows up in their video and it looks just like Summer, you know, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Her neck is in the same contraction. It's in the same contraction. And their photos are super loud. They're really obvious to get. The same thing going on as Summer. Same thing. This is the father on the beach. I showed this before. You could watch a complete video. I have it in my videos already in the back. There was, now I'm going to just go discuss something. There's this YouTuber that I told you guys about that she gets maybe 5 people view her videos. I'm one of the 5 that wait to see what she's putting out there because her information is the only information that tells the story. Her information, for some reason, no one looks at, but it tells a story. She's the same person that introduced me to Arden Papillon's story because her video, I was like, holy shit, her video is showing all of what happened to this child. She just put this video up of Summer like 3 days ago. Okay? Her video of Summer, I have it. I'll show it to you. Wait. Clearly shows, you guys, you have to hear me when I say this. Okay, let me start over. Her video, her frames are split into 3. She layers her frames just like how you see it. 1, 2, 3 in the bottom. Arden Papillon's was that too. So when I pulled it together, I got a sliver of the truth, right? This is the first time that I've seen a video like this done about Summer. She just posted it. And when you slow it down and you hold the 3, like you just stop it where the 3 frames fill one big frame, I know that there's a truth between, somewhere between those 3 frames. And this is what I tried to capture here. So all the way to the right, you see 3 photos. But in those 3 photos, show all the elements clearly, but yet when you pull them together, they layer on top of each other perfectly. So some reason or other, this YouTuber has this information and she posts the videos that are completely layered in 3. And there's always the truth in between. I know it's the truth now because it's all the same information as all the other Summerwell's Missing Children. So this video here is all about Summer Moon. We have the video of her standing in the water. She's holding a fish in her hand. We've all seen it. We've all seen it. In this video, as you move the video, it shows what's in the water, the clear thing with the heart. What is in the water with her holding the fish matches up with what's in the water in Arden Papillon's video. I'm not just saying it looks the same. I'm going to show you. It will match. The bottom part of this photo shows Summer Moon Wells's head in that contraction. So I have the video in, let me show you. It's like this. And then they try to put a fake, you've seen it, you guys. It's a fake Burger King hat. And I know it's a fake hat because the top really does have the flames. But they use that photo for something else because the Burger King hat are 2 different hats. Like they put together 2 hats that don't even match. And I'll show you that. Like one's black and white and it's like just, they don't make a hat like that in Burger King is what I'm saying. So here on the bottom part of the Summer Moon, she has that contraction around her neck, that white thing. Now this just may be Summer Moon's face covering another child. You know how I said Summer Moon is the face of so many different children? So many. And what's between this photo is what I circled here. So this photo then becomes part of the fish photo. She's holding the fish with the orange circle. And all the way to the left, you see the blue car starting to show through the hearts. So this kind of just is an example of how their deep fake is really falling apart. Really falling apart because this little piece that's circled in orange really matches Arbania's videos. Here it comes. This is what is behind when you break her video up. This is what's to the left, her standing there with the fish, all the way behind Summer Moon Wells is what you see to the right. Summer Moon, all of these kind of videos, Summer Moon was very young, you guys. She was like closer to 3. I'm very cautious and I'm very curious to know when the first Summer Wells went missing, the age of her. The first Summer Moon Wells. Because what you see in the water here is really the same as what I just showed you in the water. See this? This is all the same, you guys. This is all the same shit. There's no difference. There's no difference. And they're coming together. Like Summer's all of a sudden to me gone over to Utah, Montana area. I think that they just posted way too much stuff. Summer's information that you see here identifies exactly the same as Arbania's information. And Summer is in the water. That's what's behind her, you guys. When it's, that lady has the video and it splits. Like all of her one photo and her one frame splits up. That's the problem. It splits. All different locations. I wanted to throw this in there because I already brought up Amber. Amber's mom has this crazy photo, and I want to show you about the dolls. This is also one of the same elements. This doll somehow got a creepy connection to that poster. And Kaylee has this doll connected to her as well. Oh, wait a minute. Interesting. This doll was found in the rubble. See her doll and Summer's? These pictures were taken sort of like right at the end, you see. Let me show you, they're the same kind of dolls. Let me go get her doll. Show you. This doll, Kaylee's, Now, obviously, we all know kids have dolls, yada, yada, yada. But they just all have similar ones for the kids that are the got gone, get gone kids. And you find them all over the Wells property. This is Julia to the left, and then that's Amber's mom to the right. This I already showed you. This is a really important one, and what really stands out is the white picket fence that Arbania mentioned. And I think that there's so many areas to go look at to find this information. I really think that these are right under the trees. I do. This is Summer Moon Wells before she was put in the water. If you really take a closer look to what's happening to her photos, you're going to see certain things that are appearing. And they all are becoming a match across the board with different cases, you guys. They're different cases. And they're coming together as one, because you could say it was crazy to look at it round one. You could say it was crazy to find it round two. But when it really starts to appear in more than 10 cases, it's like a serial killer. Like, do it once, do it twice. Oh my God, find it in 3. You have a pattern. And this is the pattern I'm trying to really get across to authorities. That this is a pattern. This is the pattern. That's it. It's all there. And it's changing. But we know that this shit is real. And this is really what Summer Moon Wells looked like. And this is really what happened to her. Each Summer Moon Wells missing children, this was at least the outcome that the people really thought they would have, many of which didn't make it all the way through to the process. I don't think a lot of these kids made it through the correct process for whatever they believe in is the resurrection, whatever's going on for them. But if you guys look back at all the videos, they're matching other cases. And other cases match up. You see Amber, for instance, or going back to RAMSEY. Like, RAMSEY case could be solved if, in fact, the authorities would stop and say, that's a common element across the board. You know, that's the common element across the board. That's all they need to do. That's all they need to do. It's not crazy anymore. It's there. These are faces showing up, and they are clear as a bell. Let me show you what's popping up here. So whatever's popping up in these photos in front of you clearly pop up in all the cases that we're working in. So I guess that's what I'm trying to get the authorities to realize. Like, this is, here, this is her box. This is her number 5 box. This is Summer Moon Wells. That's Summer Moon. And that's a face. And that's Summer Moon's face. This is what this is. And it's in the box. And I believe it's in Montana. That's Summer Moon. This is her story. You all could get these same pictures, you guys. You could get the same information, the same pictures. It's all in the videos. They're all in the photos that are changing. That's Summer. There's the heart. There's the 5. There's the head. So the whole thing is there. Summer's facing that way. And she's not alone. She's not alone. How about that? How about that? Look at that. Oh, wow. Wait a minute, you guys. I think that's exactly what's on the bottom of that horse. Wait a minute. Let me go back to the horse. The stick. I'm going to find the stick. Okay, here it is. Holy shit. You guys, look at this. Let me turn it around. 5. Huh. So here's, for those that don't know, when I say I got the picture of Summer Wells and with that stuff around her, it comes straight from here. This is her poster. And I brought it up to authorities. I'm like, something is wrong with this. This tells you location. This tells a story. The house is in the back. You know, we don't have any other picture. Why do we have a photo? If you were the mother, wouldn't you be like, my daughter doesn't have that shit around her neck? Like, she has a box around her neck. That's what that is. It's a box. And it's got the big heart to the side. So when you look at this now, oh, my email. My email is super easy. info@WCIA network. info@WCIA network.com. Yes, subscribe. Ooh, thumbs up, you guys. We have 152 people in here. So we all know that this shouldn't be anyone's neck or head. And when you look closer, it's got that big, huge heart, which we see in a lot of other situations. Like we see this big old heart. Wait, let me grab it. In the water, we see it at the tree. Let me show you. That big heart that you see is the same as that you see next to her head. It's the same as the big heart in here. It's the same as it's the same as this. That big heart. It's the same as, where's the stick? This one. That big heart is like major to the, it's major to the story. It's what it is. It travels with them, right? But what I don't understand, no one has mentioned or done anything about, is to the right photo shows a house. It shows a little cabin. And it bleeds into the poster. It bleeds into the poster. There's the heart. I blew it up on this one. So you see the white pointy thing with the heart. Again. No difference. The only difference is it's connected to a live person. That's it. It's all the same. It's all the same. Here's a photo of Summer that was broken down in 3, and the bottom layer really shows what's going on around her neck. This is a picture of Summer, you guys, that came off of that lady's video that has like 5 views. It shows very clearly what kind of a contraction they put on Summer Moon Wells's neck. No difference in what you see here. Same thing. There's the heart around the neck with the wires or whatever those are. That's what we're seeing. It's the same element, just in a different place of the process. It stays with them. That is what's on them during the swing video. Obviously, I don't know because this is all channeled information. Same thing. Same thing. I put this out there because I don't know what the hell this is. This all of a sudden showed up as one of the frames in the middle of the TikTok swing video. I'm sure it's going to turn into something. I just don't know what. In time, it will show more information. It's just not time yet. But I'm showing you guys. This is going to be important. Whatever this is going on here is in the swing video. It just... I showed it the other day during the video. And I'm like, what is this? And it's changing. Oh my goodness. It looks like a child's head is coming through on the bottom. Yeah, that's a child's head because I could see his ear coming through. It's starting to show. It's starting to show, you guys. Let me see if I have this. Let me see if I can find the video. Wow. Oh, wow. This is pretty intense. Now let me see if I could grab the video. Swing TikTok video. Kind. All right, let me see if I have it here. Wait. Swing video. I have it. Let me see if I could stop it on this frame. 6 minutes. Wait. All right, let's see. Let me see what I could do. Because this is a, it looks like they're cutting. All right, let me get this on. Wait, what page I'm at? 69, 59. All right, let me see. I'm trying to find it. See how this thing is falling apart? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Wait. This thing's falling apart. It's so Michael Vaughn to me. All right. So you guys, this is the swing video that's falling apart. If you could go get a swing video that someone uploaded like right 11 months ago, this is Candace's video. I'm trying to stop it right at. Look at how it's just so deep faked. Covers up all this sad shit that the authorities just haven't spent enough time on. Basically, it's all it is. Because, I mean, oh, that's interesting. Wow, it's really falling apart. I'm trying to find that spot. I just had it. See, this is a perfect example. See how this is layered? So the bottom, the very, very, very bottom photo is the truth. You could barely see it because they layer it up. You know, that's just what that's how they make these. See, they layer them. I learned all of this in the beginning, like all of this stuff in the beginning. that I knew was fake. And I don't know, it just wasn't ready to come out, right? And people are still talking about the phone call. I need some help over here of like recognizing really what's happening. So here you stop. This is just her video. So this is something to really recognize and talk about. That's Michael Vaughn. I can't. You guys, someone tell me. I just saw a post. I want someone to tell me. I saw a post on Michael Vaughn's that there's a bunch of people that are going in their area and they're going in to cause trouble because they think it just hasn't been, there's the heart stuff, investigated correctly. And the people think they're going to create such chaos. Has anyone heard about it? I would go in with them, I swear. I would just blend right in. Oh, here it comes. We have to go slow. All right, I'm going slow. See what's going on? It's coming. I'm going super slow. It's hard to stop on it, you guys. It's right in there. This is the truth you're looking at. This is just me playing it slow to get that one frame. I want that one frame. It's somewhere in here. Wow. I can't believe that she is still, look at, there's the hearts right there. She is still walking around. See those pictures? Look at those. They're coming across. They're like holding on to something and they're going across the water. My God, I'm trying to get that one frame. Oh, let me see, I'm trying. All right, so it's right in here. Right in here. It's right in there, you guys. It's really bugging me. See how you could see they're holding those bright hearts? Right there. All different kids. All different kids. This video I could play with for days, and it'll always show something different. This was a major video production for them, because these kids are all different. This child is different from the one I just showed a second ago. They're all different. All right, well, at least I have that one picture, which definitely shows something, the truth. See, a picture like this is the only thing they need to take Candace in. I don't get it. Maybe she is in it. No one's heard from her. I mean, all right. Let me put this thing back on. Page 58. All right. Look at all we've gone over so far. All the same elements. All right, we're on 59. Julia. All these kids. Okay, back to 59. Look at this. Do you believe how crystal clear this is? That's the same picture as we see in her poster. I mean, that's what she has around her neck. That's exactly what she has around her neck. Right, let me open this up. This is the same as this. This is the same as this. Same thing. Same shape. That's exactly what she has on her neck. It's got the hearts in the same place, right under her ear, right under her chin. Same thing. Just FYI. It's all the same. Now we're back to this photo. So this looks like a child bending down. Let me grab this one. Which I obviously didn't notice before. This looks exactly like a child is not on a swing here. He's bending down. He's bending down. And he has that outfit on him, whatever that thing is around the neck. And the one above it is just kind of reminds me of those kids with the covers on their faces. But this here to me, is the same kind of a thing, but it's just turned the wrong way. This is what's above it. That ain't no swing. Anyone that could tell me that they're swinging on a swing, this is summer or monkey. Yeah, that's what I feel. Summer or monkey. I don't know why I feel like this is monkey. I don't know. But they're not swinging on a swing, you guys. I'm sorry to tell you they're not. They ain't swinging. They're holding on to that mesh stuff with hearts for dear life. Okay, now I'm moving to the number 5 box. This is a very critical part of my life, you guys, right now. Very critical. The number 5 box has been with us since day one. It was actually one of my very first elements. I didn't understand it. This lady put a video out. The video falls apart into 3 sections. Summer is standing in the water, and behind her in the water, you see the number 5 box. Follow me on this because it's very important. You got to listen to this. That number 5 box is completely identical to the number 5 box in Montana. That number 5 box, I'm going to take you back. I'm going to take you back to day number 1. Anyone that followed me back when I had a different channel, I started out by showing fireworks and Grandis and Grandma and Grandis and Candace are all going up these ladders, and I didn't understand what's going on. I went back. I always like to go back to the photos before I go live to see what I could show you, because every time I move forward, progress, in these cases, somewhere in my photos, truth starts to come out even clearer, like you're seeing right now, especially with that little boy. I think it's a little boy. I personally think that's monkey bending forward. I went back to the pictures of the days that I took them back in June, and this started out as them just standing on top of this thing and pretending that they're doing fireworks, but they're not doing fireworks. They weren't doing fireworks. They never were doing fireworks. That number 5 box, ooh, this is a bad photo. That number 5 box and the number 5, like just the number 5 that was just, I saw it everywhere. The way it was printed, the way that it was shown became like the number 1. And then when I was looking through Don's back then, my thought process stays the same. I'm like, he's putting shit in his house. He's marking it. They're marking it on the wood, and they're putting shit in between the house, because I could see that their house was built on a slant. I mean, it's obvious. You see all the pictures of the kids walking up a slant, but yet their house hasn't been torn apart. It hasn't been looked at. But their house is on a slant. And I said it's on a slant because they're hiding shit like this underneath. And back then I looked at all of his wood, and his wood was all marked with these 5s and these 3s and these V's, and they were just all freaking marked. I'm like, oh my God, TBI has to understand that they're marking these, and they're going, and he is like building shit in his house to mark it with the number 5, and I got no traction on it. I'm like, just go dig. I mean, they have missing children in the area. It's not like so unusual to ask them to go dig. I mean, this is Don's house. So I took pictures like this. I downloaded all of their photos that had to do with construction. All of them, right? So this picture you see in front of you, it started out like this. Like a lot of the wood is marked. It's not just those 5. So you see the 5s, you see the 3s, you see, there's a lot going on in the back of these photos that were from the beginning, way in the beginning. I'm like, God, the way that the 5s are marked, they're marked in like different fonts, right? And I said, oh, the ground's different. I went through a lot of stuff. You're just going to have to look at the videos and see the things that I discussed, like all of this shit in here. This 5, oh, that's the video. The exact 5, when I was going over the Arden video, I'm like, I know that imprint. I know that imprint. I know I've seen that 5 imprint. I know I have. She has the same freaking 5 boxes as Don has on his property. You guys, I wouldn't believe for, like, I believe full-heartedly that if they would just start digging and opening this stuff up, they would see Arden's 5s match Don's in the font, in the covering, and everything. And Arden has a lot more information in there. She has, like I said, she's got like much more information, but these all match. And she has the same like house. It really, really matches up many of them to summer. Oh, and I want to show you, this is Timothy Pitson in the back of one of his last photos. I actually see his maroon box 5. It's hard to see, but it's back there. It's in there. Wait, I'm still looking at the 5s. So where's this going? Oh, this is showing you what's happened to her photo, but I have this photo in the front as well. This is just showing the 3 layers that lady worked on, but I already showed that. I did want to throw in to show you that I'm collecting all the different bicycles. I know that these bicycles have a lot of symbolism. Julia, this is an example. This is Julia Potter, who I said is one of the Summerwell's missing children. For all I know, this is the Julia that she's talking about. Julia's outfit and bike and all of her information here, which is, I paid attention to because Summer says Julia all the time. Her pink bike and this whole outfit, I could almost see it in all that rubble that I told you guys about that looks like, let me see if I put it in here. Wait, let me see if I have it in here. The heck? Okay, wait. This outfit here, did I take it out? So funny, I try to make it smaller, so I take out the dumbest things. I shouldn't have taken this out. Let me take this out, or let me open this up. Yeah. Okay, close. Don't save. 1 second. Okay, here we are. Let me quickly find the picture that I think matches up to some of her elements. I had them in the video the other day, or my Other rooms. Let me see if it's in here. I said that looks like a room of evidence. There's like so many bikes and toys and wrapping. Let me find it. Shoot, it's not in this one. Give me 1 second. I do want to show you this room. Okay, here's all the pictures. It was the room with the bike. Let me see if this is it. No. That one picture, right? I know it's here. And I said I see like a tent in there. Like I saw so many different things, and I don't know if I saw it through my third eye or if I saw it. So I want to open it up. Because I swear, I feel like I saw Julia's stuff in there. All right, wait. Is that it? Nope. Nope. 1 second. I mean, I could always show an example of what I'm talking about. So I'm going through the pictures that were sent to me through Arbania. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to see if there's any common elements, right? And I feel as if I see Julia's common elements of what I see in her photos in these pictures. So what I'm trying to do right now is grab a photo to show you what I'm talking about. Because I feel as if I see her information. Many of these kids get dressed up in these costumes and have the bicycles, they have the pink bike, and they're dressing up in these costumes. It's like what they're doing. Come on. Well, I'm going to show you an example. Oh my God, I just have so many of them. Okay, so let's see if I get a better one. There's a lot of them. I mean, and there's a lot of information that I could look at and try to match them. Okay, I'm just gonna put one on there. For example, and copy. Okay, for example, this. I'll be going through the pictures and, you know, seeing if anything in here matches up with any of the missing children. And I know that I have a photo somewhere that to me looks like Julia's. Same thing with this is her bike, this is Amber's bike. I'd be looking for the same information. These are one of the rooms that she sent me photos on. And I really would love to know if that is actually there or if it's deep faked in there. This photo I was trying to find for a very long time. This photo snuck in the middle of one of the videos. It was in there. And I put it to the side because it shouldn't have been in there. It was like one of those videos that have nothing to do with the content at all. But now it's kind of making more sense to me because this actually looks like a room of the boxes. Looks like the boxes. So I'm keeping this to the side. See that number, the number 5 on the box? Did I ever show that to you guys closer? So this goes back to day 1, the box with the 5. It's very much right with Grandis. That's Grandis in the Wells backyard, and they're doing something with those 5s. They're like putting them down a hole. That's what I feel. I feel like they're putting them, they're up high somewhere and they're putting them in a hole. Let me crop it because this is a real important picture. Because here, because these are right, if you still have the videos, you guys, of the fireworks. Wait. She's bending over a hole, and that was, now it looks pixelated, but it's in a video. And that piece of equipment was right on the Wells property. It's right on the Wells property. Pretty much matches. And this is what I want to show you. This photo comes from Arden Papillon's case. That red thing with the number 5 on it can be found above Don's doorway as he is gardening in front of that doorway. This is the same, and I really wish I could have found it, but if you guys go back to my other videos, this number 5 thing is exactly with the wire of what Don has above his doorway. Same one. The cases are all so connected. They are all so connected. And they're just going to become louder and louder. I'm going to be able to break these all apart so much more each day. And the cases, I'm just going to keep the cases that I know are the same, and they're all Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. And the elements are just going to keep showing, and they're just going to get louder and louder. And their videos are falling apart. These videos are falling apart. Does anyone have any, I'm going to open up chat. Does anyone have any questions? Do you have any questions you want to ask before I call it a quits on Sunday night? Yes, there's a 5 on the red thing. Let me, the more I blow it up, the more pixelated it gets, right? So it's really tough to see. Here, I'm going to blow it up a little bit. It's like they try to cover it so the more I blow it up, the more it just changes. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a 5 with a heart. It's the same thing that's above Don's door, and this is in Montana. So there's a lot going on. And what's super, super important to remember as you leave this live tonight is that these elements are real. These elements are real, and it goes all the way back so many years. This goes back so many years. And it's just becoming louder and louder, you guys. And the reason behind their madness we'll never understand, but do understand that this here is truly what happened to Summer Moon Wells. There's no difference. There's no difference between these pictures. There's no difference between these pictures. They're the same. Different people, same process, same people are behind this, same philosophy. It's all the same. And that is tonight's message, is to let you know that this is growing, and to seriously do, if you want to help really get justice for these kids, for these Summer Wells missing children, start paying attention to these things. Start paying attention, like to this stick right here, which is in the water in Montana. This stick right here is the same stick. Let me show you. Wait. That stick that you see in the water is the same stick that she's holding a gun to. Same one. This is the same frickin' stick. So understand, this is part of the process. They're taking it out of the water and they're doing something to it. Let me turn this so you get it. Watch. Same thing. There's the number 5, there's the heart. So whatever they're floating down their river and their water means a real shitload to them. It is really, really important. It's really important. It's all the same. This somehow, this makes it from all different locations, that just bleed into the same water system, and they take it out and do something with it. That is the same thing. Let me turn it. Let's see. This way. Copy. Let me turn this. Paste. This, let me turn it. Do. Which way do I have it turned? That way. Okay. Here we go. And I'll line up another one that's exactly the same stick. This is that. There we go. Now you could see it, I think. Same thing. And this stick started with Summer Moon Wells. Starts this way, floats down the water, and then they take it out and pray to it. Here it is. This is how I see it. This is how I see it. And this is part of it. And this is to me like this to me is the summing up my tonight's video is this. That this is Summer Moon Wells' Missing Children's whole entire story. That. This is their story. It's their story. And I'm sticking to it. And I'm sticking to it. What do you all think about that? Yeah, they're dragging it to the bottom, that's for sure. This is the name of the game. Thank you all. I'm calling it a night. This was a great one. Review it. Look back to all the other videos as well so you get a good feel on the elements. And I'm just going to keep pounding them out. Thank you all. God bless you all. And I will see you again real soon. Good night.